Okay. Testing mic. Okay, microphone is good. And we are all recording and good to go. We're here. We are here. We're still here. I just had to take a couple days. Of course, I don't pump these out as often as I used to because I'm not completely crazy and not trying to overdo myself again like I did before. Makes sense? Yeah. It probably does. You guys don't need to see all of me, just part. Oh, look. Shooting stars. Well, meteors to be more specific, but shooting stars. A symbol of good fortune to come your way, and the promise of a wish come true. Shooting stars are quite the thing, aren't they? Imagine the person who had to come up with that. I mean, it makes sense, right? You see these glowing dots in the sky way off in the distance, and then they start coming crashing down. Like, what else would it be? It wouldn't be a chunk of space rock. It's the stars themselves glowing as they rip through to our atmosphere, falling from the heavens. Falling from the heavens above. Some even believe them to be wishes and grants from the gods themselves. Shooting stars. Shooting stars are quite something else, aren't they? What about constellations? Constellations are another one. We see these patterns of stars in the sky, and they all make different forms and symbols and dots and lines and curves. There's even a constellation that is literally just, it's a strand of hair stretched across the heavens like a great rope. Can't remember the name of it, but another one. Up there. But, no. How do we come up with these things in history, right? Shooting stars, meteors, I mean, constellations, shapes in the stars and patterns we see in the human eye. Like, all these things, gods, devils, spirits, fae, they all are used to explain something, and I still believe in them, I do. It just is, you have to wonder, from a spiritual perspective, is it that these formations were actually put there, or we were influenced to see them? But from a logical, scientific perspective, it's gonna stop that right here, because that's where I start to draw a weird line. I take a more, I don't know, I guess I wouldn't call it religious, but just spiritual and general approach to things, I guess. Whereas some people take more of a scientific approach, and I used to be that way. I used to take more of a science approach to things, like, the logic of this. But discovering my own spirituality was a big breakthrough for me. It gave me something to focus on, I guess. That wasn't just like, as much as I love my Catholic friends and my Christian friends, Catholicism was not for me. Never was. Not after I grew up and started to really explore myself. And there's so many religions out there, there's so many beliefs. And I actually got told by a very wise friend of mine that the way to look at it, or the way that he looks at it, and I think this is a good way to look at it, everybody gets their end, right? That maybe there isn't any one specific God or any one specific way, but everybody gets their envisionment, because maybe there is one God, but he's not God. It wouldn't even have a gender. And maybe it does, and I just don't know. But maybe it's just energy, right? Maybe a cosmic thread of the universe, woven together into thoughts and structures that we all take belief in, is what's really doing everything. And at the end of the day, that energy doesn't really have a form, so it manifests itself in a form that makes the most sense to whoever's perceiving it. That is an interesting hot take, I will not even lie. That could very well be how it ends. You never know. There's a performance, oof. Oh, She's not doing too good. But there was something I wanted to do. I wanted to do some dance stuff. I think I want to do that. I want to start getting more creative with my content. I don't want to just do these diaries every day and call it that. Like, I upload my clips from Twitch too. Also, I'm going to plug it here because I can. My Twitch is, of course, Miko Fujikawa. Go check me out when I'm live. I'm not live all the time, but when I am, I am, yeah. Seriously though, just like, if you haven't checked it out, at least give it a look. Maybe give it a follow. Maybe watch a stream here and there if it suits your fancy. I'm going to be playing a lot of more interesting and different games. Stepping away from just streaming the fuck out of the finals. I'm still going to do that on occasion, but I want to do more single-player experiences, things of that nature. Also, check out the Throne page. There is now a Throne page linked down below. It's in the link tree, and it might also be... No, I think... I might link it separately because I really do want that to get some attention, but maybe not, I don't know. But the Throne page is... Not familiar, really cool platform where people can basically give streamers things that they want without doxing them or getting their address and actually ship it directly to them, pay for it and everything. It's a different way to support me than what I'm used to. But since Ko-Fi's still down for the fucking count, might as well. But yeah, back to earlier, shooting stars. Shooting stars are just... You ever just go watch them? Have you ever seen a shooting star in your life? Like, honest question for the audience. For anybody watching, have you seen a shooting star? Actually, better question for some of you people who are still living in the cities, which is unfortunately still me. I haven't actually properly lived in the country long enough to see this, or in the outback. Have you ever seen a sky like this? Have you ever seen a night sky that's just all stars? Or even better, you ever seen the Milky Way before? Like, seriously. I'd love to see the Milky Way someday, I'm gonna be honest. What I wouldn't give to see it. God. What I wouldn't give to see the Milky Way. For real. Actually, right there. Right in the sky, where you can see it. So close yet so far. I think I'm gonna call it here though. But seriously, shooting stars. If you ever get the chance to go see them, they are not once in a lifetime, but it is a life-changing experience to see something like that. Same with the Milky Way, or just stargazing at the planets, anything like that. Go take a look. Sometime. Really. It's something beautiful to look at, and you don't always get the chance to see that. Not these days anymore. Not with all the crazy stuff happening. Take some time for yourself. Go out. Do something. See the world. See the universe for yourself. Because you ain't always going to have the chance to do that. Talk to y'all later. Miko Fujikawa out. Have a good night.